Madridistas, it is a 3-0 victory today for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe getting a brace, Camavinga hopping on the board, and honestly, a very, very solid performance today by Real Madrid. Of course, there's things that we can do better, but for us to be going to Athletic Club Bilbao and not only getting a win, getting a dominating win today says a lot about this team, what we are capable of doing. Now, the thing is, we need to be doing it on a consistent basis, but we will see what happens the rest of the way. Huge win again today for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe looking again like the best player in the world. Camavinga getting the start today and getting on the board as well to make it a 3-0 victory for Real Madrid. Guys, appreciate everybody hopping in here. If you're watching it live or if you're watching on the replay, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section and the chat. This was a game today that coming into it, my expectations were 2-1. 2-1 was my expectations because unfortunately for Real Madrid, and even 2-1, honestly, I didn't feel that good saying that because Real Madrid has been 3 draws in a row so far in La Liga. Maybe I'm being like Vinny, guys. 1, 2, 3. He was trolling the Bilbao fans today. They didn't love that much, but it is what it is. I was not sure exactly what we'd be seeing from Real Madrid today. In my opinion, this was probably some of the best 20 minutes, probably first half that we've seen for Real Madrid this far. And honestly, this is probably the most complete game I've seen by Real Madrid so far this season, which is good. Of course, we can be better. But the intensity that we actually saw today, I thought was very good. We saw a lot of creativity out there as well. We saw a lot of actual team play by Real Madrid today. That was great to see, especially on that Camavinga goal. A beautiful, beautiful team goal that we got today on that one. But we started off with Kylian Mbappe getting a long ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who unfortunately, we do have to mention it real quick before we talk about the goal. Trent went down today. That's not good. Hopefully he can be back. Hopefully he can recover. And then Camavinga also went down today, guys. Never a good thing to be seeing both of them because whenever they are out there, whenever they're actually playing, they're awesome. They're ballers for us. Unfortunately for both of them, they consistently are getting hurt time and time again. I don't have any status notes right now. If you guys have it, let me know in the chat if you guys know exactly what's happening with both Trent and Camavinga. I am curious to hear about them moving forward. We need them to be healthy for Real Madrid to be successful in La Liga and possibly Champions League too. We will see. We will see what happens. But that first goal by Kylian Mbappe gets started by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Long ball from Trent and Kiki. He does the rest of it. It was an absolutely golazo goal from Kylian Mbappe today, who had 2 of them today. 2 golazos. This one was special to me. I think the run from Kylian Mbappe and the pace, and really you kind of got to see everything, the thing I talk about with Kylian Mbappe, why I think he's the best player in the world. The touch that he gets, the control he has, and then the finish too. Just world class. It's just world class. It's just class by this guy who, in my opinion, was very, very good today. Spoiler alert right now, guys. My man of the match, Kylian Mbappe. Shouldn't be that surprising. Gets 2 goals, gets an assist as well to Camavinga. But overall, I very much liked what I was seeing in this first half. Again, a little bit later, it is the second goal. And I have notes for this one. 43rd minute, it was. 42nd minute, technically. Thing of beauty. Great decision-making from a great ball by Trent. Vinny gets on the ball. Mbappe gets on the ball. Jude Bellingham passes it out wide to Fede Valverde. Actually, to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who whips the ball in. Mbappe to Camavinga. I thought we were going to be seeing another header by Kylian Mbappe. I know my guy, Football Carnage Will, he was sweating. We were just talking about how we probably won't see another one the rest of the year. If we would have got 2 in 3 games, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy to see what happened. But beautiful, beautiful football that we actually got to see. You guys are asking me what happened to Trent and for Camavinga. From my perspective, Trent looked like he actually stepped on the foot of one of the Bilbao players when he was doing a follow-through. That didn't look that serious to me, personally. He looked like he was fine, then he went down. He had some pain. He might have twisted his ankle. He might have had something like that. Who knows exactly what happened there. For Camavinga, the foul actually on Camavinga didn't look that serious. He eventually did get up, but later went down. Don't have anything right now as of now, but of course, I'll be updating you guys on the channel whenever we get a little bit more information on that. A couple other things that we got to see later. Fantastic first half. I thought the pressing was fantastic by everybody. Not only that, the long balls that we're actually seeing, and this is what we can be doing moving forward, whether it is a Trent Alexander-Arnold or whether it is maybe Militao had a beautiful ball that I don't want it to go unnoticed. What a pass this was by Militao to Vinny Jr. Even the first touch by Vinny Jr. in this game was absolutely awesome. I mean, rare air to actually be bringing this ball down on the first touch like that. Unfortunately, thing for Vinny, it was a pretty poor shot. That's something he needs to be working on, but it was a fantastic ball by Militao. I thought it was very good. The defense still is very shaky at times, and that's something I'm probably going to talk about again in my next video. We'll talk a little bit about the defense, exactly what's happening out there. I think there's reasons why that happens, but I'll definitely talk about it more in the next one. I need to rewatch the game, though, to be honest, to see exactly what went wrong with the defense. But overall, fantastic. Again, 58th minute. This time it's a Kylian Mbappe snipe to make it 3-0. And Simeone, he just got caught off guard. Why is that guy the number one goalkeeper for Spain? I don't know. I think Garcia is a lot better for Barca. I also think, I can't think of the goalkeeper's name over there for Arsenal. I think he's much better too. I'm blanking on his name right now, but it is what it is. I think both of them are probably better in terms of goalkeepers, but sometimes that's how it goes in the National League. Not the National League, for the national team. They have their guys that they pick and choose. Think about this for France. Rabiot starts. Why the hell is Rabiot ever starting for France over like the likes of Camavinga? It doesn't make any sense. That's kind of how the national team goes sometimes. But after 58th minute, cruise control by Real Madrid. Really, we weren't really much a threat the rest of the game. I do want to have a special shout out, though, to Thibaut Courtois. The guy makes incredible saves every single game. I joke with you guys that I say it, but I say it every single time, guys. I say, I love Thibaut Courtois. I love Courtois. I tweet it out every single game because constantly this guy is just saving our ass time and time again. And he does it again today. Beautiful, beautiful saves from Thibaut Courtois. Why did that exactly happen? I don't know. We did get to see some subs today, and I want to give a special shout out to Xabi Alonso. I thought the subs today were very good. So round of applause for Xabi Alonso on that. He does have to bring on Raul Asensio at right back. Again, Trent got hurt in this one. That is why. Arda Güler comes in later for Camavinga. I believe Arda was going to be coming in anyways. Was it for Camavinga? Or maybe was it going to be for Jude Bellingham? That was the big thing coming into today that I thought was interesting. Arda Güler did not get the start today. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, why, Dally? Why did he not get the start? What happened? Why? I don't 100% know. I think you needed to be seeing some rotation. It's not a bad thing if Arda is coming off the bench every once in a while. The guy is starting more than he's not starting. He's actually at least getting some run here. I actually thought Camavinga and Tchouaméni did very, very well today. Camavinga looked fantastic. Jude was very up and down. I thought he was very out of the game at times. Then he would come in and he'd look fantastic. On the pass that he sent over to Trent for the Camavinga goal, fantastic vision from him. Some of the control we saw from Jude today was very good. But at the same time, it wasn't fantastic all day from him. He was very up and down. Lots to see from him. And I thought it was okay. Brahim Diaz, Gonzalo Garcia, Rodrigo came in. I know a lot of you guys are saying it in the chat right now. Why the hell is Brahim Diaz coming in? Hey, I would have liked to see Franco Masantuono over Brahim. That's how I feel about it. But it was great to see that Brahim, Gonzalo, and Rodrigo all came in on the 78th minute. That gives them full opportunities to be able to come in, full opportunities to get some more rotation out there, and also allows us to be bringing Vinny Jr. off, Kylian Mbappe off, and Militao off too. Shout out to my guy Will for Carnage Raid. Very much appreciate you guys all hopping in here too. Guys, if you haven't already, what are we doing? Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know your thoughts in the chat and in the comments section below. Very much appreciate you guys. Also, appreciate all the members hopping in here too. Luxon, Jude still struggling with his form, 100%. Jude was not great today. I'll be one of the first ones to tell you that. I didn't think he was great. He looked good sometimes. Sometimes he didn't look good. That's kind of how it was. The person I do want to be mentioning, though, today that I did not think was great, Fede Valverde. We are still waiting to see Fede Valverde to get back into the form that he needs to be in for us to be successful. Because right now, guys, I don't know. I honestly think he's replaceable right now. In the formation that we actually saw today, I thought that Fede Valverde, maybe we could be seeing maybe Franco Masantuono there instead. I don't know. I don't exactly know what we need to be doing. But Fede Valverde, he was fine at times. He was meh at times. He was a little bit better than what we've seen so far from him. But I know it can be better from Fede Valverde. It needs to be better. You guys are asking me right now, Dally, City, what are we saying? I need to see some things happen, guys. I cannot give you my prediction. We are 1 week away, though, from facing off against Man City. I need to be seeing what's the story with Camavinga and with Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's a huge thing going into that City match next week in the Champions League. I need to know the status of them. If we have them, I feel better about us, but I need to be watching. I watched City a little bit yesterday in that crazy game against Fulham, but I need to see a little bit more from City. I'm probably going to be watching them this weekend. That's probably my big focus going into this weekend for them. But today, I honestly thought this was a very, very complete game by Real Madrid. You guys got to let me know in the chat too. Guys, over 300 of you in here too. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. You guys are moving like Athletic Club Bilbao right now. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Very much appreciate you. I thought overall, this was a very solid game. I need to exactly see what happened when this couple of opportunities that we saw today from Bilbao actually happened. I'm going to go back and rewatch that too. I'll give you my thoughts on that in another video very soon. But Rudiger and Militao, that might be the new pairing that we need to be seeing moving forward at the center back position. Of course, Asensio, he does come in today. It was at the right back position. And right now, we still don't have Dean Howson back yet. I was expecting Dean to be back. I'm not sure the exact situation we might be seeing from Dean Howson, but I'm hoping Dean Howson can be back. But Militao has been an absolute force so far at the center back position. I'm loving what I'm seeing out there from Militao. Rudiger, he looks like he's getting back in very good form. I like to be seeing that. And Carreras, I have to give a shout out to Carreras. He gets an assist today. Assist. It was to Mbappe on Mbappe's golazo for the second one for him. But I do have to say, on ball, Carreras looked good today. He was gliding out there. I think he was making the correct passes he needed to be making, the correct runs, the control that he actually had. He looked very good today. And honestly, they weren't really a threat at all on the left wing for us. The only threat really came in Trent Alexander-Arnold's area. And are we that surprised? Are we that surprised? I'm not that surprised when it comes to Trent actually not being the best defensively. So it is what it is. But who knows? What else can we say about today? This was a game. Honestly, did I feel confident coming in? No, didn't feel confident. I think we learned a lot more about this Real Madrid team and the potential that we have. Take it for what it is. 3 draws in the last one, but we finally get a win today. I will gladly take a 3-0 win. I'm not going to be negative about this game. I think this is what we need to be seeing from Real Madrid more moving forward. I honestly don't really have anything to complain about today at all. Did I think I'd be saying that when we're doing this live stream? No, not at all. I'm very happy about this performance. I thought, though, I'll have to be honest, I thought Camavinga was absolutely balling today out there in the midfield. And realistically, if he is actually fit and available, I think I might want to be starting him. I really do. I think the situation out there, the control that Camavinga has, yes, he gets the goal today. So if you're going to take a look at FotMob, it's going to make it look a lot better than it was. Take away the goal. I thought Camavinga was awesome today. I thought he was fantastic. He only even played 70 minutes in this one before he got the knock. So again, hopefully he's fully recovered. But Camavinga, there's never been a doubt for me what a player he can be. The doubt for me is his fitness level and if he can consistently be on top for us. And I thought he was absolutely just brilliant out there today. Absolutely loved with what I was seeing from him. I thought Tchouaméni was very solid today. Happy to be seeing Tchouaméni out there. I think he goes in at the right times sometimes, and then sometimes it's a little bit messy. I did think today, I thought he was pretty smart with some of the decision making we were seeing. Luckily, no crazy fouls, no reckless things, any like that. We also didn't get any yellow cards today. Now, granted, we probably could have got at least 1 yellow card with the Kylian Mbappe dive, because what's that guy doing? That was terrible. That was a dolphin dive that we saw from Kylian Mbappe today. I don't know. Guys, I'm not saying that Real Madrid's elite. I'm definitely not saying that right now. I'm just saying if we can perform at this level, and this level is a lot of things that I think are achievable, things that we can repeat time and time again, we can be winning these games. We can be winning La Liga. Because what we got to see today is clinical, just football by Kylian Mbappe. We saw pressing from Kylian Mbappe. Vinny Jr., let's just talk about Vinny. I thought Vinny was pretty good today. He hit the woodwork one time. And the thing is, the shot attempt that actually hit the woodwork was a crazy shot that he was going to be having to hit. Because Unai Simón, he actually came out, went at Vinny Jr. there, and there's really no way that Vinny is going to be able to get a pass to Kylian Mbappe there. I know a lot of people would be saying he needs to be passing it to him. Of course, he wants to be passing. He just wants to be putting it in the back of the net. But where Unai Simón was, there's really no angle that he actually had to be able to do it. I thought Vinny Jr. was good. Of course, the shots from him need to be a little bit better. When he's shooting the ball, when he's one-on-one with the keeper, you can't just be shooting it right at him. You can't be doing that. Very good touch today from him. I thought he was a lot calmer. Today. Like to be seeing it from Vinny Jr. And I actually thought the link up between both Kylian Mbappe and Vinny Jr. was pretty good. Guys. I honestly, this game, I really don't have anything negative to say about today. I really don't, other than the injuries that we saw. That's my only complaint, but it is what it is. What are we guys saying in the chat right now? Guys, show some love and like. Guys, if you can, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Road to 10K. I'm hoping we can hit 10K before the end of the year. So if you can do that, very much appreciate it. Vinny did a lot of support work tonight. Yes, 100% he did. Fede Valverde, Bellingham were trash. I don't think that they were trash. They were up and down. That's what I said about Jude. I think Jude, he had very good moments, and then he also looked a little sloppy at times. He still looks like he's not 100% there. He won the most duels today, guys, 12. He won 12 duels. That's pretty crazy, honestly. That's pretty crazy. Is this right? He was 12 of 14 on duels today. He was pretty good when it came to that. I think a couple of times that he kind of gets lost in the sauce at times. I thought he recovered sometimes very good. I thought he had a good couple of passes that we got to see today. Still trying to get that link up correct. And I think him not having Arda Güler out there, I think it was, I'm not saying that they're not going to work out long term, but I thought that he linked up well with Camavinga and with Tchouaméni. Again, I need to be seeing both him and Arda playing together and playing at a fantastic rate together. I'm not sure if it's going to be something that we see moving forward. If Camavinga is healthy, is this the new starting 11 for Real Madrid? I don't know. Now we know why Arda Güler cannot work with Jude Bellingham. Maybe. Trent's passes is second to none. 100%. Dude, these passes from Trent are world-class. This is why Trent Alexander-Arnold came to Real Madrid. This is why we wanted him. Because some of these long balls to Kylian Mbappe, to Vinny Jr. are absolutely incredible what we are seeing from him. He was 7 of 10 on long balls. That's crazy. And I know a big thing for a lot of people are saying, Dally, could he play as like a DM for us? You know, a deep line playmaker. Could he replace like Cruz? To me, no. We saw it a little bit at Liverpool. We saw a little bit as well when it actually came to him playing in the Euros for England. I don't think it's going to work long-term there, but I do like him at the right back if he can stay healthy. There's pros and cons with him. The big pro, obviously the passing, the vision that he has, the crosses, the set pieces, everything that he brings, fantastic. The issue with him, he's pretty poor defensively. That's going to be the thing. There's pros, then there's cons when it comes to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think he offers a lot. I think the pros probably outweigh the cons. You just have to understand you're going to be a little bit of a liability out at right back a little bit. Little Lucas Vazquez at times. Don't get me wrong. I hate even mentioning that, but it is true. It is true. Finally, a win. Why does Xabi love Brahim so much? You know, love getting the win, guys. Love getting the win, obviously. The thing with Brahim, don't hate on Brahim. I understand a lot of people, it's fun. It's fun to, you know, be a little bit negative about Brahim Diaz. I get it. Who else do you want to be coming in? Because let's just go through the list right now. Andre Luna's not coming in. Fran Gonzalez is not coming in. Fran Garcia, maybe. Maybe you could be bringing him in. Danny Ceballos, maybe. Endrick basically is a Lyon player. I'm not even considering him a Real Madrid player right now. Franco Mastantuono, who I wanted to be playing. However, the guy is just getting back right now from injury. I need to be seeing a little bit more from him, and maybe this would have been a good opportunity. I still don't think the guy's fully healthy. I don't think he's fully healthy. That's just my opinion. The thing with Brahim Diaz, I like Brahim at times. Him coming off the bench is fine with me, guys. It's not that big a deal, especially in a game, guys, that we're up 3-0. Why are we hating on Brahim coming on 3-0? It's not like if we're starting him, I'll be one of the first ones to say, I don't like that. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I want to hear from you guys in the chat right now. Who is your man of the match? Let me know. Very curious to hear from you. I think it should be obvious, but I think for me, Kylian Mbappe was my man of the match. Honorable mention, though, is Camavinga. I thought Camavinga was sensational today. Sensational play that we got to see from Camavinga. Absolutely was a baller. That is why he's in the thumbnail, baby. He was balling out there for me. You guys are saying City will spank Madrid? Stop. Just look at yourself. What are we doing? Come on. Arda, he's good for possession. Mbappe or Trent, hey, these are very good shouts. I thought this was a very good game today. Very good game overall by Real Madrid. I think we saw so many fantastic things, in my opinion. And really, it's just the start of this game. The intensity that we got to see, I thought was very good. Just we were sharp from the very second that this game actually started for Real Madrid, where we were decisive, we were pressing very well, we were passing very well too. And so many times with Real Madrid, especially during those 3 games that we got those draws, we're just lethargic at times. And what does that exactly mean, Dally? What are you saying out there? We're walking around, we just seem kind of meh. You know what I mean? You wake up out of bed, you're That's how they were playing. And that's not good. And what was happening, other team gets opportunities. Other team scores first. When we are not playing from behind, we have a completely different game. The game looks completely different than when we're not playing from behind. We dominated this game from the second it started to the end of the game too. Did we take our foot off the gas a little bit and put on cruise control? Sure. We were up 3-0. 58th minute, 3-0. Do I want more goals? Of course I want more goals. But we need to be honest about it. We're winning 3-0. The game's done. Game's done. We absolutely demolished Nico Williams. I talked everything I talked. I put my chest out there, boys and girls. Everybody here. I appreciate everybody hopping in here. I put my chest out there. I said Nico Williams, overrated. He's not going to do anything. Didn't do anything, baby. Very, very much happy about Nico Williams. Absolutely kind of ghosting today. They were saying he's not fully healthy. Excuses FC, I think we saw a little bit today. A little bit of excuses out there on the Nico Williams front. But I'm happy about that. I really thought they did have a good couple of opportunities out there. Again, I will go back and rewatch those and see exactly what happened. But overall, fantastic game by Real Madrid today too. Let's take a look too. Let me show you some of the players and let's go through it. Kylian Mbappe, man of the match today. Don't think much more you can be doing. I'm between a 9 and a 10. Just give me a 10. Just give me a 10. That's fine. I thought Vinny was solid today. Give me an 8 for him. Bellingham up and down. I don't like doing 7s. Give me an 8. Fede Valverde, I'm still going to go probably a 6 for him. Camavinga, probably a 9. Probably a 9.5 if I had to be doing it. Tchouaméni, an 8 for me. I'd probably say a pretty strong 8 for Carreras today. Rudiger, I would go an 8. Militao, 8. Trent, 8. Courtois, a 10 for me too. You might be saying, Dally, what the hell are those ratings, guys? When you're not using 7s, you're either using 6s or 8s. I'm going to be doing 8s. I'm going to be doing 8s for Real Madrid because, again, this was a very, very solid performance today by Real Madrid. And again, I need to be giving a shout out to Xabi Alonso today because Xabi Alonso didn't put a foot wrong. Sure, he didn't start Arda Güler. I think that's okay to not be doing. I think it's also okay not to be starting Jude sometimes if that's what it calls for. I'd be okay. I mean, here's the thing. We saw Jude not start before with Arda Güler. It worked. It looked good. I'm fine if we rotate. I'm honestly fine if sometimes Vinny Jr. doesn't start and Rodrigo starts. I'm fine. Probably I would be fine with if Gonzalo Garcia got the start. But let's be honest, that's probably not going to be happening. But rotation is good. Rotation is good for the long-term part of the club. For the club's sake, it's good to be seeing rotation out there. Xabi Alonso being able to do that and then being able to effectively use the subs today to give Kylian Mbappe rest, to give Vinny Jr. rest, Militao getting some rest. And of course, we had to be using them on Camavinga and Trent just because they picked up a knock today. But I thought it was a very, very good game by Real Madrid. Very good performance overall today, once again, for Real Madrid, defeating Bilbao 3-0. Very happy about that. I like the lineup he chose. Yeah, I thought it was a good lineup. I thought it was a solid lineup. Again, I want to hear from you guys, though. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section. Militao and Rudiger. If every center back's healthy, is that the pairing you want to be seeing? Because right now, in my opinion, Militao is 100% a starter. Rudiger, I still don't know. I want to say Dean, but maybe those two just need to be rotating, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing if Rudiger is actually back and we are rotating them more often, where we don't have to be so reliant. Because you guys remember last season, we were so reliant time and time again on all these center backs to be out there. We had 2 center backs, or Tchouaméni was playing center back at times. It's nice to actually be able to rotate these center backs. I'm hoping when Dean Howson is back that we need to be seeing him getting some more minutes. But for me, going into the City game next week, I'm probably starting Rudiger and Militao. I think Rudiger brings something completely different than with Dean Howson in terms of like a presence, in terms of like a force out there, especially he needs to be going against Haaland. That's a big thing for me. The one thing I will say, if I have to be a little bit negative, I still very much worry about the crosses into the box for us. I think we are very, very poor defensively. Yes, we did a little bit better today. I do agree with that. But even when it comes to us actually earning corners, I'm more worried about the other team getting a counterattack, getting a free counterattack, than I am for us scoring. We really do not look that good in the air when it comes to the corners that we are taking. Really, I think we could benefit from a very good set piece coach out there. Because every single time we have a corner, I don't know if I feel alone here. I just don't feel like that crazy out there. I don't feel like that we're that strong when it actually comes to that. But maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I want to hear from you guys, though. Let me know your thoughts. Dean gets beat on too many big plays. That's how I feel. That is how I feel about Dean. I feel like sometimes he gets lost in the sauce a little bit. He's ducking at times. I don't want to be seeing that from Dean Howson. And it just needs to be better, man. It just needs to be better as a whole. And hopefully, again, the kid's 20. The kid can add a lot more muscle. I think he can be a lot better in the future. But we will see exactly what happens with him. Jude Link's better with Camavinga than Arda does. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I also think the thing with that, though, to be mentioning that the Jude Bellingham Camavinga link up looks good. We haven't really seen Arda and Camavinga out there at the same time. The thing is with Camavinga, he came back the same time Jude did. So the entire time that Arda was doing very good, the Kylian Mbappe connection with Arda Güler was doing fantastic. Camavinga wasn't out there. So I still haven't seen Arda Güler actually play as the 10. I think the thing is, in this starting lineup, if everybody's healthy, is probably the starting lineup that we see against City. Because I think for me, I think Xabi Alonso would probably agree too, Jude's just more of a force and more physical than Arda Güler, and I think you kind of need that out there if you're going to be going against a very strong City who has a pretty good midfield. They have Hala out there. You need to be very physical. I do think, though, you can bring off Arda Güler off the bench, and he can bring something. He has fresh legs. He's able to actually play a little bit better, play a little bit more up front. I would not mind that. Instead of what happened today, with Camavinga having to come out, Arda played more of a 6. I don't like that. Arda excels a little bit more further up the pitch than instead of being a little more of a deep line playmaker. That is the thing about that. I do think that maybe instead, if we're going to be doing that, bringing Arda off the bench, maybe Jude drops a little bit deeper, and then you have Arda be a little bit more fresher. I'm open to anything. I'm open to absolutely anything when it comes to them, but it is all good at the end of the day. Again, guys, getting the win today, 3-0 against Athletic Club Bilbao. Loving what I'm seeing out there. Luxon said, now I see why Dave says Jude can't pass. I think Dave is completely wrong on that. Go watch the pass. Go watch that pass that we got on the Camavinga goal by Jude Bellingham. If anything, go watch El Barcelona game. Go watch El Clasico. Go look at that pass that Jude gets on the assist for that one. I'm happy with that. I think Jude, at times, again, I thought he was good. Thought he was bad. He can be a better. But again, we get the win, 3-0. Very happy about that. Where is Dean? He's still hurt right now. He should be coming back hopefully very soon. I'm trying to see the exact status on Dean Howson right now. Mid-December is what we're seeing on Dean. Ferland Mendy just picked up another injury. What's new there? Nothing. David Alaba, the male model, he is mid-December, and then Danny Carvajal is also mid-December too. So we will see exactly what happens, guys. But today, very, very good win by Real Madrid, in my opinion. I am honestly super, super happy about this game. Super happy about how everything turned out today for Real Madrid. How did Vinny look? I thought he looked good at times, and I think he can be a little bit better when it comes to the shot, but I thought his runs were pretty good. Out there. I'm very happy about it. Overall, again, and guys, what I'm going to be doing, instead of a match reaction right after this is probably what I want to be doing moving forward if you guys want to be seeing it. I want to be doing these instant reactions as my match reaction, and then later, what I want to be doing is going and rewatching the game, getting some more thoughts. Again, I want to see exactly what went wrong on the defense and tell you after I rewatch some of the game, bring you another video too with the things that I learned today and the things I think we can improve on and exactly tell you exactly why what happened. So this will be the match reaction. So if you guys just hop in here, go to the start of this too. I talked all about the game too, talked all about the players. So go rewatch it. New video though, dropping later tonight or early tomorrow morning over here on the East Coast. But guys, appreciate you all. Love you all. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, like the video. We are on the road to 10K. If we can hit it before 2026, I would love it. I would very much appreciate everybody doing that. Guys, love you all. Appreciate you all. Cheers. Enjoy the win. Hala Madrid.